please go through the assignment. I will share my screen. So you're able to see my screen, right? So this is Civil Engineering Construction 1 coursework. I am going to give you a brief because we have exactly 10 days time to submit this coursework. So the first task is you have to see, I have given them a task that I have given some conditions that they have to act as an engineer for a G+3 story residential building in Al Mabela, and they need to identify some construction methods and construction plans required for the construction of a desired G+3 residential building. So everyone, I will post these videos on Moodle. Peer tutors, like I will just defer them to avoid confusion. Peer tutors and students are who are seeking support, peer tutors are who are providing support. Okay, to the benefit of easy understanding, I am just separating it like this. So what I would like to say is students are going to submit a report in this format. Students, peer tutors, your first responsibility, if any student approach you to check their report, you have to check whether do they have report sections. So do they have introduction? These things are very common. So which is like cover page. Cover page is very common. Table of contents, list of tables, list of figures. So these are in common. So after this, they have to start with introduction, the report format. Okay, so this is how you need to check whether students are submitting cover page, table of contents, list of tables, and list of figures. Okay, so now there is another important thing. After cover page or separately, you need to add student declaration form. We will share it with you. You have to submit a student declaration form. Okay, I will explain you more about the student declaration form, how to do it later. So these are the major things. Okay, so then after this section 2, section 3, section 4, section 5, everything should go like this. Okay, section 2, example, I'm just writing simply excavation. Section 3 is foundation. Section 4 is superstructure. Section 5 is reflection of MOOC. Section 6 is conclusion. 7 is references. So this is the report format. It should be there. Okay, if they would like to submit any evidences of MOOC certificate, something like that, they can submit it as a appendix. So this is the format of the report. This is how your coursework should be. Okay, cover page, student declaration form, table of contents, list of figures, list of tables, and these are the report sections, and appendix should be there. Okay, so then coming back to what should you write, or what is the coursework here. Okay, in this type of excavation, I am not going to explain how to write and all, because I have already explained you what is this and all. So now here I am going to explain you how it is expected from students to write. Okay, so here students have to write about type of excavation. We have given some guidance to them, or given some considerations or some conditions how it should be. Okay, I have seen some students feedback reports and all. They have provided it very simply like a big paragraph. Okay, so that is very worrying, and you have to concentrate on that. The first thing is try to note down these points. Avoid unnecessary information, general information, explaining concepts, or writing the content already provided on coursework document. So these are the general mistakes what students have done. Okay, student general mistakes attempted. So these are the things which I have identified from their from the formative feedback. Maybe if you have done this, just check with this. Student general mistakes. It's not only for this section, for all, whatever introduction, whatever it is, they have done this. So student general mistakes are writing unnecessary information. So students general mistakes are writing unnecessary information. Means the importance of this is that, and why this is like this, and no need, because this is a very reflective short report. Peer tutors, please make sure that in when we are on campus, your introduction is very your introduction is very generic and all, but this time the introduction should be very specific, and students has to restrict their writing to the words. Introduction should only be 50 words, excavation should be 250 words, foundation should be 250 words, type of superstructure 150 words. This you have to concentrate very majorly on this. Reflection from MOOC only should be 50 words. If any student approached you asking how is my reflection on MOOC, check whether they are providing specific information or they are providing generic information. 60 to 70% of students are submitting or writing only generic information. Okay, and strictly tell students to avoid translations, because I have seen some students writing is very different. Like when you write in Arabic, when you paste it, copy paste, when you copy paste it back here, it is very different. Some different words they are using. Excavation for drilling, different. Try to avoiding similarity and all. Do not try to avoid similarity. Okay, do not try to avoid similarity. If it is a common content, if it is a regular content, if they are technical terms, we are not going to consider it as similarity or consider it as plagiarism. Okay, not change technical terms and meanings. Okay, to for the benefit of this, do not change technical terms or meaning. So these are the general mistakes which you need to concentrate. So now coming to excavation, students are starting writing with explaining about various types of excavation, what is excavation is, what is the importance of excavation, so that they are writing like that. So it is not required actually. So simply they can start writing, they can start mentioning with this. Only thing is allowed, they can mention starting, they should selection of type of excavation. This is the first point they have to write. Why they selected this type of excavation. Why they provide reasons or justification related to conditions provided. Try to understand this point. Provide reasons or justifications. Bulk excavation is decided on. Don't write some other justification. You have to justify. It should be in line with coursework question or task. Means I have given some information here. What is this? The earthwork material shall be reused as much as possible. I'm highlighting once again for you. Shall be reused as much as possible to prevent the costly operations. Moreover, it is observed that building design, that foundations should be constructed nearby. And the type of soil is fine grained soil. These are the only 3 points they need to consider. Considering these 3 points, they have to yes, Fatima, I have sent a request to Ekin. However, I will try to add her once again to the session. Just give me 1 minute time. I think, oh, this is the confusion now. Just let me try once again. I have a peer tutoring document. I just need to check. Okay, Amar. Yeah, ask her to respond. Is there any questions? Fine. So only considering these three factors, students has to write what is their selection. Okay, this three should be for excavation. So then they have to come back to construction plant. Okay, so this is very important. I will try to divide this into parts so it will be very easy for students and it will be very easy for you to understand. Okay, so now construction plan. What type of construction plant they have selected? They can just write like this: 1, 2. We have discussed in the last class also. 1, 2, and 3. I will just give you some examples. For example, if it is a scraper or dozer, you can write both also. It's up to you. I'm just giving you some ideas. Scraper or dozer. 360 degrees excavator. When you recommended 360 degrees excavator, you should recommend truck. Okay, so enough. No need to mention 1 or 2 scrappers, because we are not asking them to how many number we are not asking them to provide a management of a construction plant, or we are not asking them to design. They are going to do it in assignment 2. However, coursework 1, assignment 1 is required. They need to mention relevant construction plan. They can write anything. It is there in the textbook also. If they can directly go to textbook, they can easily find out what type of plant is required for this type of excavation. Okay. Then this is the major point. Again, they are writing it in paragraphs and they are explaining what is scraper and all. No. So simple, write the application of this equipment in line with your project. For your G+3 building, what is this equipment is going to do? For what purpose you are going to for just 1 minute, please hold on line. Sorry. Anyways, I'll complete this and then I'll go back to that. Okay, what are the application of this equipment? What is the write the applications of this equipment? For example, equipment 1, what is the application? Equipment 2, what is application? Equipment 3, what is application? Okay, so it should come like this. Okay, it should come like this. So then, for example, I'm just giving some example. I started writing about scraper. Okay, so for this purpose, I will just copy some information and I will write it. This is not the correct information. I am just writing to just show you how it should be. Okay, just 1 or 2 lines. I'm really sorry, this is not at all relevant information, but just leave it. Okay, so they have written about scraper, why it is used. Then immediately student has to go through the websites which I have given here. So they have to go through the website I have given. So from this website, student has to understand. For example, if they have selected scraper, you can see scraper here. Okay, so I have already saved the picture of scraper. I'll just go through it directly. Okay, you can just submit a figure of a scraper. Okay, so after submitting figure, just make sure that they have written this description. What is the name of the scraper? Something like this. Okay, then they have to provide the specific information of the scrapper. For example, if they have selected this equipment, they can select this and they can paste it. Okay, let it be as simple. See, I am giving you information only to, it should be a minimum one. So don't copy paste like this. Okay, just try to make a one table. And I recommend, see, if you provide only this information, your marks are only satisfactory marks. So, okay, try to go into detailed specifications. Try to go into detailed specification and check. Read, just read here. What are the specifications given? Okay, so you can see here, there are so much of specification. If you provide some deep specification, then your chances are very high to get good marks. You understand? So this is how your document should be, your writing should be. If you are going for section 2 excavation, first you have to write about excavation. Simply see, don't explain anything. Don't give any extra information. Direct to the point. What type of excavation you have selected for this project? Fine. Write down, this is what is selected for this scenario. Why? You can write in different way. Because of this, I have selected this. This is selected because of this. You can write active voice, passive voice, however you would like to. But these are the major points you have to check or you have to consider. Selection of type of excavation. Why they selected this type of excavation? Like they have to give reasons why they have selected. For this point, they have to provide reasons or justification related to condition provided. What is the condition provided? You have to get back to the question. Here you can see type of excavation. So these are the conditions what they need to do. What is the question here? Recommend safe and sustainable type of excavation along with the construction plant team. Okay, so they have to write excavation and they have to write construction plant team. They can directly mention to implement bulk excavation for this project, the required construction plant team is 1, 2, 3 mention. Then this is only guidance. Okay, this is only guidance. So then start with one equipment. This is very important. Write few lines about the equipment, provide a diagram, provide specifications about the equipment. So then immediately go to number 2. Okay, then go to number 2, maybe 360 degrees excavator. Okay, then again go back here, go back to this one, find out do they have any, not only this, there are 3 things. Which 360 degrees excavator is currently available in Oman? Find out the excavator which is available in Oman. So find out that name. You can see wheel excavators or wheel dozers. There are so many excavators available here. You can see excavators here. Find out which excavator is available in Oman. Take specification, take model number. See, if you are not writing model number or any details, there is nothing use. Only this coursework is not to just identify what scrapper, what 360 excavator and truck. It is directly available in the textbook. What are you doing as a student? What is your task actually? In Oman, what are the available equipment and how it is? Actually, we have to identify cost and all, but due to this COVID-19 breakdown, we are not able to do this. So this is how your report section of type of excavation is expected. So I think this has given you a clear idea on how to write excavation along with the construction plant team. So I will take a stop here. so that I can get back to you how you are able to understand and how it is going on. I hope peer tutors as well as students have got clear idea on how to write it. So if you have already prepared your report, just look back into this. So how you can develop it further, try to develop it further. So I have tried my level best to make you clearly understand what is exactly required. I hope you got the same. So I would like to listen from you now.